Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Bonus Elden Ring stream day. That's right. I decided to do another one because I got a casual Wednesday going on here. We've got a bundles video out. Very excited about bundles. It's really bright out today, actually. Let me adjust my blinds slightly here. There we go. That should balance the lighting a little better. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's up for a little bonus stream here. Just going to play for a couple of hours. Continue the blessed Elden Ring Randomizer run that we started in the previous streams. With the Axe of Godfrey now in our possession, it is time to continue. From a blessed Wednesday to a casual Tuesday or vice versa, yes. Here we are, my friends. The sun shines on us in Liurnia of the Lakes. Having acquired the Axe of Godfrey, look at this man. This is Axel F, who is our randomizer character. We are going to continue our search for the Great Runes that will allow us into the city of Leyndell, because as of right now, I've defeated one Shardbearer boss, technically speaking. We beat Godfrey himself, or at least the Phantom, the Gold Phantom of Godfrey, at Stormvale Castle, in place of Godric the Grafted. And now we have to go and find a Great Rune, because we didn't get one there. We did get a Golden Seed, though, I believe. And we have finally, at the end of the last stream, got our first flask upgrade, so finally my flasks are +1. I have kind of a methodology that I'm going to adopt from this point onwards, which is to find merchants, because I think merchants are going to be a great way to find, like, a cluster of items. The other great way to find a cluster of items is to find the graveyards in the open world, because a lot of those, the tombs, have these oddities and items that are going to be potentially crucial to us continuing this run. So, we're going to hop out here, kind of the way I typically go to get to Vare on the Vare's quest sort of speed runs that we do every so often, and then down here with a completely random set of items and enemies. Okay, we have the Clawmark Seal. That's amazing. Now we can use that Black Blade sorcery that I have, or Black Blade incantation, rather. I should probably deal with some of the enemies here so I can hear myself think. Especially this one, and probably also this one. Nice. And finally, my flask heals about half of my health bar instead of 1/3, which feels very good. There's also a snail here. You can get gone. I need to find out what these items are. Some golden arrows, a really random amount, too. I wonder where you get that. A weathered map, okay, good. Smithing stones, yeah. I'm still looking for a smithing stone 3 in the somber variety. There's one of the guys from Siofra River, or Nokren, rather. And, occasionally we'll get rare drops from the enemies, but a lot of... Yes! Okay, we have it. Good. Good. Oh, there's 2 of them here. Amazing. Okay, right. That's actually excellent. I don't think there's any other items here. I think I got them all. But yes, we actually have the somber smithing stones now. So yeah, I think these like graveyard areas are going to be great for getting a bunch of items, because they just seem to have random in-the-world drops in them. But merchants are going to have some more interesting stuff. They'll have spells, they'll have all kinds of other stuff. So I think we're going to go to find the merchants both in Caelid and possibly here in Liurnia as well, because there's a couple of them. There's one like up here somewhere near Bellum Church. We can't get there by the Ray Lucaria route, but we can get there another way. I don't know if there are any merchants up here, but the Turtle Pope might sell us some interesting stuff, because he has spells of his own. And yeah, there's a few other things we can do. So, so much stuff is being randomized here. We have a lot to take care of. But I think if we trawl a few of these merchants and we don't come up lucky, we'll just start going everywhere and fighting any bosses that I can lay my hands on, basically. So I think the first place I might actually go after that is Siofra River, because there's going to be a bunch of stuff down here to begin with. There are obviously other encounters, boss fights, etc. But I want to find the merchant who is down here and see if his stock has anything curious and interesting. But yeah, this is going to be our stream. We've already gone and seen that guy. Those of you who follow me for Minecraft stuff, I hope you enjoyed today's survival guide video. If you haven't seen it already, it's up on the channel now. Obviously, bundles were released yesterday, so I am fortunate enough to have had enough time this morning to both record and edit a video all about bundles. So that's now fresh up on the channel, and we'll be doing lots with that. I imagine it's kind of a surprise to everybody that Minecraft 1.21.3 released later that day. But yeah, I think the... Okay, my partner is in town and just ran into one of our neighbors on the way up the hill. Yeah, the hotfix for yesterday's update came out earlier today. But changes nothing about bundles. I think it's just like one critical bug got fixed. 1.21.1 released shortly after 1.21.0. Might have happened that way, yeah. Yeah, they have some pretty solid, what would you call it, like quality standards in place when it comes to bug fixes now, and they really heavily test these updates and fix a lot of bugs before they come out. But it's funny to me that they still have like a critical bug that they think merits a hotfix this quickly after a launch. But that's the player base for you. They'll find the cracks. Alright, we're in Siofra River. Let's mosey. And sooner or later it will let me ride my horse. There we go. Okay, we got a blue item on here. What's this? Hoslow's Petal Whip and a spell to go with it. Incredible. Excellent. Good, good. Some throwing daggers. There's going to be a lot of stuff around here that I can just ignore, but every so often there's going to be something spectacularly useful. And honestly, even the golden runes at this stage are going to be useful, because if I encounter something amazing at a shop, but it's really expensive, I will need to crush a couple of runes so that I can get hold of it. And then after that, we're going to need to do a lot of leveling up. But as we come through here, I'm also on the lookout for smithing stones and stuff as well. So we'll see what we end up with. This place is going to feel a little different now that there are so many other enemies here. So I will need to be a little cautious, because stuff around here... Is that Lusat stuff? Oh my god. And the Cross Naginata as well? What the heck, dude? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more hectic here than it is normally with the Claymen. The Claymen move slow. This lot do not move slow. Can I obtain this item? Hello? Okay, there's a Storm Knight over here. These guys were a bit of a problem last time. Oh, wow. Okay. Didn't want to heal anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Petal Whip sounds like a Venusaur move. It probably is. What's up, Impossible Girl? Welcome in. So yeah, the enemies here are a lot, and I'm trying to avoid most of them, but maybe I should be a little bit more methodical about this. You know, take my time. Why did it never let you use Torrent right by Grace? Okay, here we go. We'll go up the side here just in case there's anything useful. Smithing stones, etc. Melted mushrooms. Those feel a little bit more at home down here. Oh, and we kind of half got poisoned, but that's fine. If we come up here, we end up skipping a lot of the encounters that we would have gotten from down there. So let's see what this is. Oh, Celestial Dew. Just in case we end up attacking anybody and need to have Absolution. I actually used that mechanic in my Dark Souls 1 playthrough. This guy's facing the wrong way. Yeah, recently I ended up accidentally hitting Solera Vestora because I just finished the... what was it? Like, there's like a burning centipede fight. Like a centipede demon or something that you have to fight. And the next cave that you go into, he's just like sat there cross-legged. And for whatever reason, I thought he was an enemy, and I just went up and immediately attacked him, and then I realized it was Solera, and I felt really bad. Is this just a rando run for fun? It started as a rando run for fun, and it's now part of the A to Z because we were able to acquire the Axe of Godfrey, which was the next weapon on the A to Z. So we are on sequence but we'll be going back to regular A to Z runs after this. Give or take, at some point I want to do an Elden Ring Rando co-op run with Ollie the Orion Sound, but I don't know exactly when that will be taking place. Queen's Bracelets, very nice. That's part of Renala's armor set. So for folks who are new to this, the randomizer has randomized the location of basically all items, although some of them are still in key locations, just shuffled around. NPC outfits are different, the locations of enemies and bosses are different. The base game has been randomized separately from the DLC, because I didn't want all of the DLC stuff getting in the way of me potentially acquiring this axe, but now I have it, we can at least feel a little bit happier about our progress. This is always going to be the map, so the maps always occur in exactly the same places, otherwise you'd be kind of screwed over when it came to finding your way around. You can start with all the map fragments uncovered already, I think. The Pizza Cutter. And a Somber 2. Okay, cool. Well, we're getting stalked by a spectral dog, but I think we can give that one the run around. Ignore the worm face over here and make for some of the other spots around Siofra River. The main thing I want to go do is see the merchant, but I will also keep an eye out for items that you can drop down and get that might be a little off the beaten path. We have an incantation, which is nice. Right here, you normally get the Horn Bow, and that is now Royal Knight armor, which looks very fancy. It will be a lot of fun with Ollie. Yeah, I was hoping to do one with Ollie to get this whole randomizer thing kicked off, but Ollie's availability with Rat's SMP having just started and stuff was a little bit... He was a bit less available throughout the month of October, so I figured I would get started without him, and what a time we've had so far, just on the basis of having gotten the Axe of Godfrey so early. So, fun fact about this area, aside from all of the enemies being spectral, there are teleporters here and there that will take us to unusual locations. What the heck? Oh, it's a basilisk. Okay, interesting. So this would normally take us up to the Dragonkin Soldier of Nokstella fight, but instead it's going to take us to the same place with a completely different fight. There's also a scarab up here that has a spell drop in the base game. It's going to be really hectic in here because there will be a lot of unusual enemies, but I want to just go in, kill that scarab, and go out. These enemies are going to make it very difficult for me to do that. No! Oh, dang it. Okay, well, we'll have to figure out what that was another time, because it looks like we gotta leave. What is that? Oh, it's an Erdtree Avatar. Interesting. I think we can take one of these. As long as we're not being followed by all of the stuff that was just chasing me there. Dragonkin Avatar. Oh, ow. Okay, yep. That this is golf swing me out of the air. Sure. Sounds good. Come here, you Asylum Demon knockoff. Okay, this guy has a lot of health. And a lot of damage, it turns out. Okay, good. Now we know. Yeah, the randomizer does seem to keep the spectral effect. That's the first time I've really seen that. But there's a stake of Marika nearby, so we can do that. I always forget that Dragonkin Soldier is kind of tough. It's an easy boss when you got the cheese for it, but if you don't, then yeah, it can be kind of hectic. I do want to quickly grab the item in the waterfall, since I don't think the Erdtree Avatar will aggro if we're this far away. And then I might need to swing by and get my runes. But this is going to be a cracked pot. Okay, nice, nice. Alright, excuse me. I think we'll have one more crack at it. We've got to give it a try, right? These guys are pretty predictable in terms of their patterns, and I should be able to stagger one if I do a decent amount of damage, so... One more overhead swing. Nope. Okay, cool. I'm going to drink my Physic Flask because that also gives me better charged attack damage. Oh, and he gets a little charged attack there. Nice. Good. Managed to avoid an awful attack there. All right, fair. Yeah. Okay, we're a little bit too squishy at this stage. This whole area of Siofra is weird. It's scaled to Nokron levels, despite being accessible through lower Siofra and not being obviously a part of Nokron. Yeah, you can get to it if you like jump down bits from Worshipper's Woods, I suppose. But yeah. All right, we'll come back for this one. We're probably not quite ready for it later. We'll have more flasks and more vigor and stuff. Honestly, I think if I just had a better health bar or some armor that wasn't a dress, I might be a little better off, but we will call it quits there. I could do a bit more damage if I upgrade my axe a bit more as well. And the question is, now having restored my like at a Stake of Marika, having like respawned there, is this Scarab back here? It is. I might give this another quick try. Okay, we got it. It was some glowstone. All right, not worth. But we still have the stake, so it's fine. Not worth, but fine. All right, all right, all right. Let's ease into this. Let's settle into this. Because my runes are right here. And now we can leave. Yeah, the glowstone was a bit of a slap in the face, I'm not going to lie. But there is an orange item here. Oh, my goodness me. What a drop. What a drop. What a thing to just be lying on a random body next to a waterfall. I kind of wish I was doing a full, like, rando without the specification of needing this weapon, because my life, the Hand of Malenia would be such a fun weapon to use. As though in a New Game Plus run. We have Malekith's gauntlets. Honestly, that would look pretty good with the other armor that we have. We have the Knight's Cavalry. Oh, we have the Royal Remains armor, too. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the stuff that we were dealt to begin with. At least for now. Yeah, that was, yeah, a heck of a drop. There's a Stone Sword key that's normally up here as well, so I might check what this is, because it'll be something different this time. If you run down this pillar, jump up, and then check around to the side here, you're going to find a Stone Sword key in the base game. This time it's a Golden Rune 3. Alright. Alright, I'll take it. Let's go see the Merchant. We've done a little bit of exploring now. We could go and see what's in the Regal Ancestor Spirit arena. Or just regular Ancestor Spirit. The Regal one is up in Worshipper's Woods. But, I'll get the Grace up here just in case we want to come back. It's really nice coming through here and not being immediately shot at by archers as well. Although I'm sure they will show up in unexpected locations and really cause trouble. Oh, we got their headband, though. That feels very appropriate for the area. Instead, we get some spectral bears, which is kind of sweet. You have the right to spectral bears. That's how it goes, yeah? Grab the Grace. There's another item on the steps, which I think is normally a talisman. What do birds drop? Droppings? I don't know. Smithing Stone 4. Yeah, when it comes to random enemy drops, I don't think we're going to get like a great rune from a random like imp or one of these like commoners or a plant or something. So I don't think we're going to be that meticulous about things. Where do you install Convergence mod? Could you get banned on Steam for using it? I'm fairly certain all of the mods for Elden Ring that you're going to find will be on Nexus mods, which is where I've got the randomizer for this and the seamless co-op mod also. And pretty much all mods for Elden Ring are played in offline mode with easy anti-cheat disabled. But following the instructions for how to install Convergence mod to the letter will probably make sure that you don't end up getting banned on Steam, because the main purpose of banning players like that is to make sure people aren't using cheat engines to cheese like PvP invasions and stuff. Which you wouldn't be doing, but they don't know that, so... Yeah, Convergence mod will be with the other Elden Ring mods on Nexus. Hello! I've got an axe too! I really need to get more endurance for this. And get used to the colossal weapon attack pattern. Oi, get off. Aha! I win! I win the ladder fight. I'm getting so many Somber 2s now, but that's fine because we have Somber 3s. I think I bought a Somber 4 last time, or maybe picked one up from somewhere. And we have a 9 waiting for us, but I would love to be able to find some of the ones in between. I love that we already have too many raw meat dumplings. They're already getting put in the box automatically. Where do you find a reliable tutorial for how to play it without getting banned? Like, if you follow the instructions on the installation page for Nexus mods, you'll be fine. Like, I'm sure somebody out there has made a tutorial, but just look on YouTube for tutorial stuff.
A customer.
Oh god, there's a gargoyle in there. Flox, Faithful's Canvas Talisman, not Flox. Oh, Stormhawk King. Let's buy that just in case we need to complete Nefeli's quest later. The flail is here, a couple of stone sword keys. I think it's going to be worth our time to make sure we buy the stone sword keys. Although we can just take the bell bearing, and that will be fine. Yeah, let's sell these 2 runes so we can buy these last 2 stone sword keys. Unfortunately, that guy didn't have anything else super useful, but... no worries. Oh, some rot grease. That's a fun one. Let's hop down here. There should be one more item lurking behind this pillar, but it doesn't look like it's anything. Oh, it's Carian Retaliation. That's not bad. It's not super useful to me right this second, but it's not bad either. Grab anything else that would... 2 larval tears. Wow, it's rare that you get a double. There's a graven mass down there. Okay, so Siofra River is looking okay. There's going to be a few other items here and there that we'll probably run into. I think maybe we'll fight whatever's in Ancestor Spirit's arena and then come back later for Dragonkin Soldier. The colors and dyes of merchants get randomized? Yes, so the merchants are part of their own, like, pool of outfits, but, like, all of the NPC outfits are randomized, so it seems like that does include the merchants, too. Absolutely not. Oh my god, the dragonfly's attacking me as well. Oh god, I hate it when they do this. This is one of the guys from, Radahn's Catacombs, I think. Oh, another stone sword key. I'll take it. Meteor bolt's not bad either. If we ever get a crossbow. Let's see what's on this corpse. Doesn't look like anything huge. Yeah, nothing too big. Can't wait to see some of the NPC sillies. Oh, the Round Table Hold crew is iconic in this playthrough. Fear, especially. Fear the Deathbed Companion is amazing. And, yeah, like, the one thing that it swaps in from the DLC, it doesn't swap in any of the items and stuff, but the outfits are randomized, including DLC NPCs' outfits. So, some of them have pretty iconic, like, armor from DLC enemies. I'm a big fan of what Gideon is wearing. There we go. Get this thing out of the way before it decides to come charging up at me over here. Oh, I'm still in Dark Souls mode. I'm still trying to activate things with A. Dude, just shoving this dog aside with the axe is so fun. There we go. Get poised. Siofra River does not get enough credit for how well it guides you around with the lighting. Oh god, the please help. Like, honestly, follow these torches, and you have your route around to all of the beacons that you've got to light up to get the Ancestral Spirit fight done. It's just, people don't pay attention to environmental stuff like that for whatever reason. It's one of the first things I do when I start new games now is like, are there roads? Are there lights? How do they guide you around an environment? Dark Souls is really good at that. Even in Tomb of the Giants, where the area is completely dark, it's like, follow the lights on the walls and you're good. It's just you have to occasionally roll past these, like, feral skeletons that come and attack you. Lucaria Sorcerer. Love that. Going back and forth between Elden Ring and playing Dark Souls 2 for the first time. Controls are so confusing. Yeah, I'm on Dark Souls 1 right now. I'll probably play Dark Souls 2 after I'm done with it. But I'm on the last of the boss fights I need to do for the Lord Vessel. Like, I haven't done New Londo yet, but I'm on that part of the game. But I've done Gravelord Nito, Lost Izalith. Bed of Chaos was fun. And by fun, I mean I tore my hair out a few times. But all in all, I've been doing pretty well against the Dark Souls 1 bosses. Like, I only got killed by, I think, 4 of them. But the rest I've killed first try. It does help to have had the experience with Elden Ring, understanding how weapon scaling works. But yeah, Bed of Chaos is wild. Randomizer was completely free? Yeah. If you want to support people who make mods like this, there are sometimes, like, Ko-Fi or Patreon links around, but a lot of people distribute mods for free. Like, I'm pretty sure it's against the license agreement for a lot of games to like, ask people to pay for modded content. It's okay to accept, like, tips, but like, you gotta have a very different kind of, like, you gotta have an established marketplace. Because you're kind of piggybacking off somebody else's work. Okay, I have no idea what this boss is gonna be, but I suppose we're here to find out, so... I also need to remember my Ash of War does real damage. Let's get to it. Godric Spirit. Well, it's time for the rematch. Is he going to have the dragon in, like, second phase? Is that actually going to happen? Hey, bud, I got your dad's axe. Oh, he's got his own AoEs. Need to drink. Oh god. Need to get a stagger on this guy. I think the main problem is oh, there we go. Oh, we have phase 2. Interesting. Oh, he has the dragon. And he doesn't start the same way because it's not in the same arena. Okay, there we go. We got the stagger. Nice. Yeah, the main problem is that I don't have a whole lot of endurance, and I don't always leave myself with enough endurance to run away or roll away after I do an attack. Oh, ow. Okay, interesting. Let's get some charged attacks. Nice. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I was trying to turn and roll, but it wouldn't let me do it. I think maybe we got this, though. 4. It's a real golf swing. There we go. All right. And for that, we got a wet blade. And a decent chunk of runes. But there we go. That's what was the Ancestor Spirit. Turns out it was Godric the whole time. Godfrey put him down in this cave and was like, yeah, you go and you sit down. I'm taking over Stormvale. Forefathers one and all, dear witness. Oh, that's very good. That's very, very good. So, with Siofra River sort of taken care of, let's head back to the surface. We're not going to do, like, the Great Jar area right now. I guess we can do... Let's go and see the Turtle Pope now. There's a merchant who's next to Raya Lucaria who we can't get to yet because we don't have the glintstone key. So that's going to be worth searching for. There's also only a couple of things that we don't have access to in Stormvale that we could go and do like the full run back and try and get, but I think for now I'm happier exploring Liurnia. Hey, what's up, Van? 1989, welcome in. Welcome to a bit of Elden Ring Randomizer. We've put out a Minecraft video today, so I figured it was time to have a little bit of fun in Elden Ring, and then I will work on another Minecraft video for the end of the week, and we're doing another Minecraft and Elden Ring double build tomorrow. It's going to be a busy week, but I'm so happy that bundles are in the game. We also want to go and do some of the crystal tunnels, so I want to go and do Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. I might actually quickly go back to the round table holds to upgrade my weapon a couple of stages here, now that we have both the cash reserves and the smithing stones to do so.
Oh, I didn't know we're doing much. Just lay out your up.
Laying out my arms as requested. Okay, we need smithing stone 5, but we are looking a little bit better. Video about the Pale Forest felt like a horror game. Oh yeah, like they say Minecraft isn't a horror game. Or Minecraft is a horror game now, and I'm like, you remember how, like, Minecraft used to be the scariest game in the world, and people used to make, like, horror game hoaxes out of Minecraft because they were so believable? Like, we're all here for Herobrine, right? I'm looking forward to the winter drop with the Pale Garden. Mostly to see, like, what's changed from the initial version, because they do occasionally put out... oh god, the lobster. They do occasionally put out like full versions of features basically and nothing changes, but I think part of the reason they are so open about communicating what they're doing next with Minecraft is so that people can drop in a few suggestions and that kind of stuff. So a lot of feedback I've seen about the Pale Garden so far is that we would love for this to have more foliage. So I'm hoping that maybe we end up seeing a bit more of that. Can't look at trees the same way ever again. Might not want. Actually, you want to look at trees. That's the thing. Like, you need to look at them, because if you're not looking at them, then they get you. Yeah, I need way more runes. It's really weird not having the option to go and do the Mogren Palace bird farm. But I do have a lot of runes I can crush here, so maybe we'll do a couple more levels like this. Yeah, I want to put a couple of points into endurance just so I can swing this axe. And so that maybe I can equip some better armor later to be a little bit more tanky. There's often a couple of items in these camps as well, so best to run around and grab these. Sitting sideways, nice. And I think somewhere around one of these there's a Tibia Mariner boss. Somewhere around one of these there's that one Dragon Knight who drops the guaranteed spell manual, so we can probably find where that guy would be. Obviously we got the Mausoleum compound through there. Black Knife Catacombs. There's a lot of stuff to be aware of here. There's also going to be a night boss in this church that will probably not be the Bell-Bearing Hunter. Because the Bell-Bearing Hunter has popped up elsewhere for me. In place of, like, the Knight's Cavalry and stuff. The hero enters the room, checks for traps, searches for enemies. Having declared the room safe, goes to open the next door, only to be attacked by the previous door in a software glitch. Amazing. Oh, I was honestly really hoping that they'd be able to randomize Turtle Pope's hat. It'd be amazing if he had, like, a different NPC's helmet on or something, but... Oh, Topes' barrier. Good old Topes.
You're tarnished, aren't you?
Hi, Turtle Pope.
My apology. Do you know how it came to... Well, the shatter. It is here by the matter, and so the Erdtree. Oh, you are free. I would serve if you find, unless, in which case...
Study sorcery. Oh, a rune arc and some arrows. Nice. Study incantations. Death root. We need that.
Do you then I would like concern Radahn repented the order this mirror and so to restore...
Okay, don't need anything else from him. Amazing. We got some death root though. Let's go and see Gorank now, just in case he has, I don't know, Godric's Great Rune or something.
I smell it. Feed it me. Tarnished. I should feed me.
Iron Claw is actually Unendurable Frenzy. Well, that sounds about right, actually.
I should feed me.
So we need to be on the lookout for more death roots. But we got some runes from that as well. Incredible. Okay, good. I'm sorry to hear you're not well, Talisman, so I hope you feel better soon. Even if that does mean having to go back to work. Eastern Tableland. There is a merchant in Ainsel River who we could maybe go and see. I'm crossing these off a list. There are a bunch of other merchants in Liurnia, but not a lot of, like, the traditional... like sitting at a campfire merchants. Like you've got Padilla in Carian Manor, you've got E.G. the Blacksmith, you've got the one in Ray Lucaria Academy, and there are a couple in Caelid who we need to go and see as well. But hope you don't suffer the same fate as Shenpai and RT with how long it took them to get the Ray Lucaria key. Dude, it was hilarious watching that though. And honestly, like, they only wanted to go and do Raya Lucaria because they wanted to fight whatever boss was there, and frankly, I think I'm fine just getting to the end of the game by whatever means I can, but I'm more concerned with getting Great Runes. Like, I don't have to go and do Raya Lucaria if there's no chance I would get a Great Rune there. But they were kind of doing a more, I don't know, it felt like a completionist run of the game. Either way, I love their randomizer. It's so fun. It'll pass in a day or two. I hope so. Can you do a full complete with a randomizer? I mean, I expect you can. You just got to go everywhere and do everything like you do in the base game. I don't think there's any way of getting locked out of stuff. Like, the randomizer is fairly clever about where it positions items and whatnot, so that you can be guaranteed to obtain everything and not get, like, stun locked or progression locked or whatever. Soft locked is the word, not stun locked. Regretting getting the PS4 version now I know about randomizers. Honestly, I could just play this game forever anyway, and I'd be fine, but the randomizer was just a fun way of getting this weapon early. That's not good. It seems to be phasing out of existence. Probably shouldn't have attacked it, should I? Never mind. Billy Butcherson! It's almost Hocus Pocus season. Good old transdimensional tree spirit, I know, right? Oh god, the lightning thing is going to kill me if I don't roll past it. Yep. That's the problem with those in water. Now we know what made the tunnel. We do, yeah. Yeah, definitely the worst spot for one of those lightning enemies. There's one here as well, but I think I managed to sneak past it at first, because a lot of these are passive. The ants are just clinging to the cave walls when you come through here, and so they don't really notice you in quite the same way. I said they don't really notice you. This time I'm just going to sneak past. Well, I got my runes. Not quite sure how I'm going to avoid this. Honestly, I don't know enough about convergence to answer that question, I'm afraid, so you're going to have to find your own answers to that one, but best of luck. Hope it goes well. Go in and back. Yeah, the problem is back is towards these guys. Now I don't even know where my runes are, so I'm just going to keep moving on. Okay, I think I got away with it. Are my runes, like... glitched somewhere? I can't tell. Never mind, let's move on. I only had like 3k, it's not too bad. That's like pocket change later. Cool, love a stone sword key. A man serpent. A snurson. Speaking of not getting soft locked, I mean, we managed, it's fine. I still really wish you could use your horse in here. Like, this doesn't feel much different from Siofra River in terms of the space you have to run around. I think it's just for tunnel sections. And let's be real, they put a ulcerated tree spirit in that last tunnel, so you'd think I'd be fine. I feel like there's a story there with Sacrificial Twig. There's a story with all of this stuff. But considering that the holy icon of this world is a tree, Sacrificial Twigs seem, oh god, quite appropriate, I'd say. Well, that was worth it. My traveling clothes are here. This Bloodhound Knight's going to be a problem. Crucible Greaves. We've got a real heavy set of armor if I ever have the strength to hold it. Oh god! Yeah, this is normally a room full of claymen, and when it's not a room full of claymen, it's a problem. Let's calm things down for a second here. So the whole reason I'm going and doing this anyway is that there is a merchant down at the end of this. But before that, we can come up here, and thankfully we don't get... Oh god. Spectral skeletons, and there's a dragon down there. Amazing. I was going to say we don't get shot at by a malformed star, but instead we get shot at by a Tibia Mariner's summon. This time it's a slug. Live slug reaction. I don't think there is actually an item in here. I think this is just a place for you to take cover from the malformed star, but... Well, that was worth it. Right, so I'm going to grab this. Snow Witch robe. Nice, we got Rani's outfit. And in here is the map. And next to the map is the guy. Hey, man.
Is someone there?
Yeah, me.
Well,
Glintstone Arc, Smithing Stone 3. Would have been great to find that earlier. Winged Sword Insignia. I wish I was attacking fast enough to use that. Ronin's armor is nice, though. I think I might. Just so we have some options. I like the idea of getting out of the dress sooner or later. But no, unfortunately this merchant doesn't have anything we really want. So I'll take the bell bearing anyway. Just so we can make sure we've got the full set. And we'll take a quick glance around this room in case there are any really important looking items. But I'm not liking the fact that there's a dragon over there. Great arrows. Okay, this little cluster of stuff looks good. Nice. Got to start using the Ash of War in situations that aren't just boss fights, because that absolutely slaps. Mantis Blade, Somber 3. It also knocks them back a second if they're like... Oh, Stone Sword Key, nice. Oh, that guy's still gonna res, isn't he? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it knocks them back with the yell, which is nice. So I might have to remember that for the future. Get the Grace up here. It's a wider AoE than I thought it'd be when you charge it, yeah. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. And finally, my stamina bar and my health bar are roughly equivalent lengths. There's an actual ant in here, which is one of the things we normally find here. So this guy's actually area appropriate. That looked far too important to be a gravel stone, putting it out there. Rainbow stones are nice, though. Dappled, cured meat. And these tunnels are normally the ones that have basilisks in them, but... fine for it to be something else for once. Of course. Don't mind me, don't mind me. A little preview of the Lake of Rots. Some very nice glovewort over here. And Redmane Night Ogre, our old friend. Our old friend from the Ansbach's Bow playthrough. Always feels like such a scam to pick up a purple item for it to just be crafting materials. I know. This game puts far too much importance on, like, butterflies and things. Surprised I still hit him, but I did hit him. So I'll take it. The eggs down here make me so uncomfortable. Should be one item over here. Doesn't look like anything too important, but we'll grab it anyway. Oh, demi-human ashes. Still not the best ash of spirit ash, but it's still kind of nice to have, I guess. Okay, so this is where the Dragonkin Soldier fight happens. It normally falls from the ceiling. Not sure what we're going to get instead. Can see a grafted Scion fight being easy to just drop into the arena, but let's see what we got. Oh god. Sorry, wrong room. Alright. I think we can take him. I think we can take him. As long as we don't get Elden Beast as a second phase. I think we might be able to take him. Because you forget, I have a kind of ridiculous AoE. Hi, Radahn. Excuse me, I'm just getting my runes. So he's still got projectiles. Good. Okay. He's also got steppies. But I have the biggest steppy of all. Nice. Smooth. Clean. Okay. The grid. Oh, he's doing it again. I'm on a guy. Oh, I love if he can destroy the scenery in here. That's so much cooler than the Elden Beast arena. Oh. I'm not used to timing it in here, though. That's the other thing. Come on, big swing. Come get me. This is what we want. Okay, okay. We got him this time. Pineapple flavor stair piece, that's what we need. I wonder what he's going to drop. If he drops a great rune, I'll be so mad. But also kind of happy. Radahn just being chilling in Ainsel River. Hey, man. So happy these aren't actually, like, lightning flavor lightning bolts. I got my runes back. Oh, ow. Wasn't expecting the 4th hit. Oh, so big. The Nova. I'm trying so hard for a stagger, but it's not happening. Oh, rolled too early that time. Ouch. We've got him. Surely we've got him. Yes. Okay, do we get Elden Beast? Does Elden Beast happen here, or is that it? That's it, and we got a Sacred Tear. Oh, yes. Get bent. Okay. We made it. We made it here. And there's a chest to open in the next room as well. So Radahn and Elden Beast are separate things. He's just lying there in the water. Alright, arena reset, he's gone. We got ourselves a Sacred Tear. Finally +2 flasks. Oh my god. And, yeah, pitiful amount of runes considering that was basically God. Let's level up. Let's crush a rune and level up. Crossrunner, thank you for the 39 months. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we need to get our HP up if we're going to be dealing with stuff like this. I think I'm doing decent damage, but we'll get more from that with the Somber Smithing Stones once we can properly upgrade this weapon. Also need to make sure I'm two-handing. What do we got in here? Nice. I think it's normally a Great Ghost Glove Wart, so that's a downgrade, but only just. Okay, so we got the merchant taken care of. There's nothing left to do in Ainsel River for now. Let's get back to Liurnia and back to our merchant trawl. In fact, we could go and do Carian Manor now, or we could go and explore some of Caelid. Or we could... You know what I think is slightly more appropriate? Is if we head over and do... let's go and see EG, but then let's double back and let's do Ray Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. So that we can... get the possibility of getting smithing stones. But if we leave via this route past this building, we get the teleporter that takes us out to King's Folk Ruins, King's Realm Ruins, whatever it's called. And then we get to see EG. And EG is a merchant. We can also go out to Carian Manor, go meet Rani, Meet Pidia there. Celavis as well. Celavis is a sorcery teacher, so he'll have like 4 things. Sooner or later, if we want to take the Grand Dectus lift, we are going to have to get the second half of the medallion, but we could always take the Ravine Village route and head up that way. This is going to be a map of Liurnia West, so that's all filled in now. There's obviously a lot of stuff in between us and the south half of Liurnia from here, but there's going to be a lot of random enemies in this area that are normally those invisible sorcerers. Here comes the boy! Not you. EG's the same. Once again, he's part of Rani's household, and they seem to be exempt from the randomizer because they're all abnormal folks. I think Celavis will probably have a different outfit. He'll have the NPC randomized outfit because he's more NPC scale.
Well, I presume you are a Tan. Oh, I am an old so here perhaps.
Zloy's weapon, the rusted anchor. Some arrows, blah blah blah. You can strengthen my stuff.
Oh, when I'm up, if you come, I am a totem. Raise territory. When the real
We did the fight in the Everjail with Blythe, so
Blythe, quite a rare, perhaps he sent. At any rate,
so he grabs something else for his shop, and it's the gloves that I already have. Okay, great. Well, thanks, man. You know what? Yeah, we'll go and do Carian Manor now, and we'll come back and do Ray Lucaria Crystal Tunnel after that. Oh, that's still a thing. For whatever reason, I think of this as like an enemy or something. Who knows? But there's going to be a ton of items in Carian Manor which are going to be somewhat randomized. A lot of which are probably going to be next to enemies because they're normally finger creeper traps, but the finger creepers will be different. So let's see what we've got inside of here. Okay. There's a Dominula Celebrant up there. That's normally a stone sword key, I'm pretty sure. Eight bloody fingers. Oh my god. So there's a Scarab up here, which normally has Carian Piercer. Instead it has a Smithing Stone too. Okay, good to know. I forget I can't use my horse in here again. Yeah, there's a lot of random items just in the grounds in this place. So we'll probably pick up a couple of things. I think one of the merchants already had the Sword of Night and Flame, so we're going to have something very different in there. Poison Mist! Wonderful. Oh god. Oh god. The hated enemy. There's a Warhawk here. Get away. Oh god, there's a really giant hand. What are you doing here? Aside from killing me, I mean. Yeah, that thing's too big to exist here. Okay, let's try and sneak past the lobster at least. Hello? Thanks, man. Why is there a Erdtree Burial Watchdog here? You know what? I shouldn't ask so many questions. Yeah, that Finger Creeper is just too big. We're going to go around. And surprisingly not be too impeded in that. Amazing. May the full moon shine on Carian. Some sort of item under this. Fire grease. Is that hand from mountaintops? Yeah, there is at least one up by the Giant's Catacombs up there, which is enormous. There's a couple that size in the DLC as well, I think. Okay. Electrified Azula Beastman. Follow-up dog. The roll and poke genuinely never fails. It's such a good move. Of course, the Misbegotten drops some gold-tinged poop. Oh, you're going to be a problem. Unless I do that, of course. Thin beast bones. As long as the jellyfish is not angry, we'll be fine. Bye. We can go back for the chest that normally has the Sword of Night and Flame in, but I'm interested in pressing on. Oh god, there's a boss fight at the end of this as well. Who's going to be there instead of Loretta? This looks like a very... I don't know, it's a significant item. Nice. We've already got Dung Eater's rune, so... the Seedbed Curse literally has no point. Glint Blade traps with the actual dagger stuck into the ground is such a cool concept. I'm sad they didn't do much else with. Yeah. There's a few things like that. Oh, wait, we have to kill whatever's here instead of the Troll Knight, because that's a guaranteed drop, so... Is it the plant that's up there? Because I think these guys are in place of the sorcerers. I think it is this plant. Yep. Okay, we got Glintstone Pebble off of that. Come on, guy. What's a man got to do to hit a skeleton? Some of those let you target them and some don't. Which is a little awkward. The Vulgar Militia being over there is very good. I'm helping. Blue Dancer Charm. Would love that if I wasn't using an exceptionally heavy weapon. Oh my god, really? Okay, fine. Royal Knight Astel, if you can believe it. Oh god. Yep, not surviving this for long. Although I don't know, actually. Oh, maybe not if he does this. Yep. Looks like a collection of Orbeez. Yep. Behaves like a collection of Orbeez too. All consuming. Okay, well we got to do the Ash of War a couple of times. And I think that's going to help. I can't believe it's Astel, dude. Of all the people. I mean people, you know what I mean. Of all the things. I didn't like that chair either. Oh, I was going for the head. Oh, meteorite attack. So easy to dodge, you just run. Nice! Good fight. Nice and clean. And a single golden seed is our reward. Not too shabby. Love the fact that his health was scaled for Loretta. Extra flasks will not hurt either, although I could really do with some golden seeds. And it's so funny when you're fighting these epic, massive bosses, and then you get like 1,500 runes at the end. There's a little more than that, 15,000, but still. Still, guys. Yeah, I'll put some more into health. Godric's Ash of War, Godfrey rather's Ash of War absolutely slaps. It's fully amazing. Three Sisters. There is a dragon here, but it'll be a different dragon. My guess is Grail. Or maybe Smarag. Oh god, it's not X-Ikes, is it? Oh, it's Borealis. Nope. Rani's rats. So we've actually done Roger's quest up until this point, however improbable that was. So, Rani's actually going to be kind of mad at us for being here, but then we'll go back to Roger and get the suggestion to enter her service, and we can do the progression as though we've actually been doing a all quests run. Shockingly. Hi, Rani.
Oh, I believe it pleaseth Atane. I have no memory. I see indeed. I
oh
stole
god,
a
sorry about
fragment
the
of rune
flickering.
I did it all. But sadly for thee, I have slain the, and it is upon them. And I performed, but all the same. The curse now. The curse now.
Okay, so we'll go back to Round Table Hold, talk to Roger about this. Yeah, I don't know why it does that flickering thing. Sometimes the textures just have trouble.
You've met then owing to
oh, and now D will have a shop as well. Great, love that.
Are you know, he was a don't let him know. You see him like he's take well, that's how you end up in grace.
Always good to see you safe. So, I see. When Rani, you know, but then perhaps it's true. Forgive the bluntness. How would you the location and the best way to know you've got what it not only.
Just gonna spam my way through this.
Can you be while in her and determine? I realize that I know you've got.
All right. And then, back to Rani. Yeah, the randomizer actually calls Soldier of Godric Rick whenever you encounter him in a different place. Like, we've already met what was the boss that was there? It wasn't a duelist this time, because that was my last time. I forget. But it was like, it was something of Godric when we fought the boss that was there.
The curse now. Oh, thou wouldst afford it. Very well. There's nothing. What's more, I am cute. I'll allow it. And good.
I'll allow
good.
it.
There is. I would have the. I have called. Ah, heed not. I am sure the. Speak. Thou needst not. It hath been a.
Okay, cool. So now we should get to talk to Blythe and Celavis. Celavis' shop will be open to us. We can go and see Padilla in a second as well.
Oh, again, Carian, I'm told I will. I never. I forgive. Let us get together.
Now we'll get to see what Celavis looks like.
Blythe, glad to have you well. I'm still in the Eternals. I'm planning to go see if I can.
Oh. Oh, he's got the Mare's executioner's mask on.
Yes,
So he does still have a mask. We don't end up seeing his face.
I recommend paying should if it were up to, but who?
Kind of suits him, actually. Surprisingly. So let's go see what Celavis has, and then let's go and see Padilla. We'll continue our tour of the merchants of this area, and then make our way to Ray Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. Crystal Tunnel. Crystal Tunnel. Honestly, it drips.
Well, did you not realize? Perhaps I'd like you to. Even you. Good. Now I shall have.
That's not a potion, my dude.
Find enough. I expect. Ah, well done. Very well. Knowledge, I doubt much. If you put your mind. You wish to. Well.
He has the Mare's Executioner's sword. It all fits. He's in the service of the Shaded Castle.
So, it's an investment.
I think the weirdest part of that is that I imagine you having the potion in your inventory is the trigger, so when you don't have the potion in your inventory because he didn't give you the potion, it assumes you've just disposed of it with Gideon. Which is pretty funny. I imagine we'll have an opportunity to find Celavis's potion somewhere else, and then we could, in theory, still give it to Dung Eater, but then we wouldn't get Dung Eater's puppet from it, because I'm sure that's an item that exists somewhere else, and we'd just get something different instead. What is this going to be? Alright, I'll take it. Actually quite happy to have that. Another day of not having to look at Celavis's face. I know, right? And off the back here, this is normally Blythe's mask. Instead, we get the Beast Repellent Torch. That's almost good. Because if you consider that the mask is not there, the Beast Repellent Torch has repelled the mask of the aforementioned beast. Anyway, this is just one that replenishes blue flasks, so we don't actually need to worry about that, because we don't have any blue flasks. Then we'll do the gentle drop off the edge here. I believe there is one item on the other side of this roof ridge, which will be worth getting. Zamora more! And let's see what Pidia has for us. Aside from, you know, puppets.
Oh, you?
Other than the why not? But please, a little sub.
Interesting. So we have a dragon heart here, Yura's helmet, and a bunch of crafting materials, including Albinoric blood clots, which is kind of appropriate for Padir, to be honest. Let's buy the dragon heart, because I think we still need them as currency for the Dragon Communion shop. So we should probably get it just in case. We don't really need any of the rest of this. And we're going to roll off here and go and get what would be in the Sword of Night and Flame chest. Can genuinely imagine Seluvis keeping a beast repellent torch just because he doesn't like Blythe, yeah. And Blythe not being affected by it, but Seluvis still having the logic of, well, you're on a beast. I think the beast repellent torch is just for this guy, if I'm honest. So we want to hop down here. We should also probably jump off the wall further up that has the Arumi whip. Normally, because there'll probably be some stuff over there. But let's check what's in here first. Godric Soldier Ashes. Okay, cool. Mana up a level will take us back down. So far, none of the merchants have had any of the great runes or anything, so we're looking at probably a boss fight. Is going to have it. Either that or it is just going to be a random drop somewhere, like a random item, but I'm not looking forward to it if that's the case, because it means a much more kind of scour everything approach to play, which is not the way I was hoping this would go, but it's early days. So Rune Arc underneath the stairs here, that's not too bad. Yeah, I was not expecting this to be super completionist, but if it has to be, then it has to be, you know? This is normally the Arumi, now it's just some plants. And a spiked spear. Spiked Spiegel? That's normally a an abductor virgin, and instead it is a wolf. And this, another rune arc. Wonderful. Well, that's not too terrible. What's up, Cody? Welcome in. We're going to go down the back of Carian Manor. There's another Everjail back here. There's also a way that you can cross over to Bellum Church, and there's a merchant right before that. So we're going to continue our little merchant tour. The thing about Great Runes is that we need 2 of them, and there are maybe 7 or 8, something like that. And that means we do need to be lucky enough to find the 7 or 8 things in the game that will have them. The Great Runes go to catacombs or tunnel bosses. That's going to take forever compared to normal runs. Oh, probably, but it's still only the base game. Overall, it's not going to be too terribly hard. It's just going to be time consuming, you know? Let's give this one a try. If it's Electo, then I'm not going to be happy. Anyone else might be more doable. Godfrey Lord! This is the stream where we fight all the Godfreys. So happy that's not a true combo. Really hoping he could stagger on that last one, but we're going to get it in a second. There it is. Nice. Good fight. Yes. Oh, fuel my flasks at last. I was gonna absolutely piss myself laughing if he had Godric's Great Rune. But he did not, so that's okay. Okay, good. Right. Let's, yeah, let's cross the gap over here. I'm pretty sure this is how you do it. Or is it further down? Yeah, I'm looking at this and thinking, no, that's not actually how you do it, is it? No. The rock formation just blocks you here. Yeah, it's that one down there. Okay, cool. So we'll mark this Everjail as having been done, and then we'll go here. So, our murder tour of the Golden Lineage continues. We have fought Godfrey, Godric, and Godefroy in that order. Oh, there's another scarab here. I forgot about this one. This one comes back and does like a loop around here, it feels like. Yeah, okay. We need Fortisax as a sub for Godwyn, yeah. You know what? I thought of a better way of doing this. I just need a second. There we go. If you got AoEs, use them. That's today's lesson. Well, that's an unusual pair at the campfire. Just gonna sneak by them.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
It's Ronald McDonald, everyone. Great Ghost Gloveworts. I'll take it just in case we need to do anything later. Carian Knight's Helmet's quite nice, and a Stone Sword Key will be useful too. I won't need the Rune Arcs, we don't even have any Great Runes.
All done? Well, be on your...
Okay, so I can cross a few more people off the list. We have Celavis, Pidia, E.G., Ainsel River Merchant. I haven't been to Caelid. There's Sage Gowry. There's 2 in the swamp. There's the guy in Dragon Barrow. There's 1 on Mount Gelmir campsite, and then there's the one on the Ray of Lucaria Academy ramp that we don't have access to because we don't have the key. Here at Bellum Church, we will be able to get whatever this is. Huh, that's quite nice. I finally get to upgrade my flasks to +3. Oh, I feel better about that. So from here, I think, obviously we could go up and do Ailing Village. See who we get invaded by up there. That's another curious thing, actually. If we go up to the Ailing Village, is the Shabriri Tower going to be active if there aren't, like, the normal guys at the top there? Is it actually necessary for there to be, like, specifically Frenzied Flame adherents up there? Or is it just going to be a situation where 6 whatever type of enemies up there will still do it? That's the curious thing about this now. I actually don't need to really sneak up this way like I normally do. Which is a good thing, so I'm having a hard time. But yeah, no one's going to fire the catapults. Oh, a note about a hidden cave. Thanks. We'll get the, we'll get the Grace at the Dectus Lift, even though we don't have the, right. Actually, we do have the right, we don't have the left. We only have half the medallion we can hoist. And I forget where we got that, but it was somewhere ridiculous. I think it was like a boss fight or something. Well, we've already beaten Radagon. Moog. The Golden Phantom Godfrey. I think, honestly, we're doing quite well. One thing I'm actually kind of curious about... Okay, no, we still get it. So we just got to go to the top of the tower and kill whatever's up there, regardless of what it is. That's good to know. I'm kind of curious if there are any bosses that are going to be a real slog, like really difficult to fight, in place of the ones like Elden Beast or Radagon or whoever, like the endgame bosses, just because you're used to taking them down super quickly. And they actually, like, are a real annoying fight when they have a ton of health. Like, obviously Malekith is kind of a glass cannon, but he also has a ton of health. But I wonder if it would be really annoying to just fight Margit for a really long time. Because he had a ton of health. I suppose that is also kind of what the Morgott fight is, but... Not the jars! Is it you? I think it's this bat that, like, dropped off the tower. I think this is the last one. No! Almost killed me. Yep, that was the last one. Oh, it's so annoying that a flying enemy can just drop off the tower and leave you to deal with the madness. Cool crab. Morgott's pretty squishy for where he is in the game, but with Elden Beast health scaling, he'd suck. That's what I'm worried about. Oh yeah, you're right, there's a chest there, I was forgetting. I always avoid it because it's got just a madness incantation, but that's also not what I want, so... And that's not what I'll get from this one, this time. So having just respawned all the enemies in here, probably. Should really target the perfumer first, shouldn't I? Great. Glad we came back for that. To be fair, that is a crucial part of Jarben's questline, but, like... Are we doing Jarben's questline? Although, considering how upset people are at the end of Alexander's questline, the fact that his innards are in the Frenzy Flaming Tower does have some kind of resonance to it, I guess. Also, yeah, is there a merchant, like, here? I swear there's, like, a guy here. Oh, no, there's a note that you find on one of the corpses. I think that's it. I just remember there being, like, a merchant-style note that you get from that, but it's not that one. The Wraith Callers in particular are kind of annoying. Need to rely on this AoE more for crowd control. Okay, now we've settled that. Ant stuck in a house. That is how you get ants. Okay, up here. Around to the left, because there's a scarab here that normally gives you an incantation. Stone Sword Key is nice. All the enemies from above, apparently. Oh, hello. Time to get invaded by someone. Yes? No? Oh, Vargrim. It's the other half of the Raging Wolf combo. And I think he's got the Godslayer's greatsword. Says a lot about his storyline, doesn't it? AoE this man. Oh, he jumped it. Good lad. Well fought. Does Valgrim usually have the Godslayer? I don't know, actually. Let's go again. Yeah, he does? Ah. Yeah, that has some very interesting implications. Because I think Valgrim is the one who, after Vike, is probably the Tarnished who's gotten the closest to becoming Elden Lord, right? I think that's his whole deal. But the Godslayer's greatsword is normally in the basement of the Caelid Divine Tower. And your fight with Valgrim takes place in Round Table Hold. Oh, he's up against a rock there. Get wrecked, dude. Okay, okay, not bad. Oh, the Finger Maiden is actually Alberech. And has great stars. Oh, and a cracked here, nice. Yeah, who saw this coming? Oh, don't get me started on the whole Glowmite Queen thing. There's so much, like, anytime I go to the Elden Ring subreddit, there's always somebody being like, but what if the Glowmite Queen? And I'm like, I don't even know, dude. There's a lot going on with that. Okay. Let's finally go and do Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel, for heaven's sake. Didn't realize this was the randomizer. Yeah, so me and Ollie were going to do one, but Ollie's obviously kind of busy this month with Rats SMP starting and a bunch of other stuff, so I decided to go ahead and try this out just to see if it was going to be viable to do on stream, which obviously lots of other people do randomizers, so it was always going to be, but I felt like giving it a try, and I'm having so much fun. It's really very, very fun for me. I don't think I checked this gazebo either, which is only marginally easier to do if there aren't massive lobsters everywhere. Okay, that looks like nothing, so that's fine. We do have a Grace over here, and then we can just beeline for the Crystal Tunnel. And then I think after that we'll try some of the merchants in Caelid. Banal came close after Vike because his armor description says he burned his maiden and it didn't open the thorns. Huh, interesting. And that's why he ended up becoming a recusant. 999 runes. Somebody call the police. Absolutely not. Bong. Recusant with the apostrophe, very good. Je recuse. Gross. The blood poop from the Moog place. Remember being a child watching Minecraft Guide? It's really funny when people say that, because I'm like, I've only been making it for 5 years, so you're probably still a child. At least to me. But regardless, welcome in. Hope you enjoy a bit of Elden Ring, because that's what we're playing here today, but still making Minecraft videos, still streaming Minecraft, the usual. I'd say 20 years. Yeah, you're getting there. Oh, it's just eating the plants. That's fine. We'll leave you be. I'm not even sure what that was, to be honest. Flipping invisible sorcerers, dude. So there's an item on that guy we should probably go and get. Which means doing the dreaded parkour. Garbage. Yes, Survival Guide is in its 3rd season. We are in 1.21.2 as of today. Bundles are a thing now, which makes me very happy. Oh my god. Ah! 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 Okay. As long as that thing doesn't drop on me later. I do like the guys who just run away and cower. They're my favourite. Somber 4. Which we already have on this weapon, so that's fine. Could really do without you. Causing a mess. Human bone shards. Delightful. Oh my god, there's a dog here. Excuse me. Time to leave. Don't need it anyway. Open up a new world, see how fast I can get them. It was super easy. Oh yeah, no, like they've changed the recipe so it's leather and string. It's a day one thing, which is great. I think they're really useful to people in early game, naturally, but I think they have untapped potential late game too, in my opinion. I keep thinking some of these things on the walls should be smithing stones, and they're not, so... Why is the skeleton so tanky? Feels like, if anything, they should be very insubstantial. Fella died like the Tasmanian devil. Alright, not bad. Ooh, lightning strike. It's a fun one. Couldn't roll away. Mikola's Lily. Chad, do you think this chest is going to be worth it? I know. Oh, he's just like knocking his head against the ceiling? That's amazing. Alright. Let's see what we get. A bandit mask. Perfection. What a game. What a good game. Normally a little cluster of smithing stones in the center there. This time, not so much. But if we hop down here and grab whatever this is, which I think is normally a spell. Nomadic Merchant's Finery. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever got that. Because I don't think I've ever killed a Nomadic Merchant. Even as the villain. It's not something I would ever do. Excuse me, chaps. Do it for the edgy rogue drip, yeah. We've worn those a couple of times, I think, with these characters. Nothing here. Nothing over here, nothing over there. Mysterious ticking noise. Alright, well, I'm gonna grab this. Because I do not know what's through this mist. Oh, cool. Beastman duo. He's also got a roar. Roll and poke. Nice. Okay, one down. Oh, I hate the ones with the throwing stuff, though. They're the worst. Them and the Crystalians have that in common. Oh. Oh, he takes bare damage, though. Nice. What do we get? Another memory stone. Okay. We're getting more of those than we are anything else, I feel like, from these bosses. But hey, not bad. Alrighty, we've done that. That's ticked off the list. I think it's time to take a diversion. Just looking at what else we've got to do around here. Yeah, there are a few bits and pieces. Like there's the Rise over there and 4 Belfries and the Revenger's Shack and stuff. We still haven't done Castle Morn because I never found Arena's letter anywhere else. But I think let's go to Caelid. And I think let's go to Caelid through Dragonburnt Ruins. Is the finery the same as the purple nomad armor in the Shunning Grounds? Yes. I like the rainbow cloak. That's actually really cool. Does kind of look like you got a big carpet. Ah. That's fancy. That could be the evolution of my outfit here. I do love the fact that we have the Lord of Blood's robes, though. Considering we have beaten Moog already, we should have access to this stuff. And it does have pretty good stats. Like, it's heavy, but good stats. I do love the Ronin's armor, though. Like, that's cool. I think for the rest of this stream, we'll stay with the, although the Traveling Maiden robe is a new one. We've got that now. We've got the Snow Witch robe. Really letting it go. I'm going to stick with the Finger Maiden robe for the rest of this stream, and then I think maybe the next stream we'll change it up. But yeah, that kind of pearlescent cloak is a good one. It's very fun. So Yura is still here, still warning us about the dragon, and fair play to him because it's Ancient Dragon Landsax. Although at this point we might be able to take on Landsax as long as we don't get absolutely destroyed by lightning. But like with the weapon I've got, we might be okay. Nice. Rotten Crystal Sword's a fun one. Excuse me, folks. I love that the crossbow guys are always facing the wrong direction. It's so good. Like, the guys with the giant siege weapons are always facing the wall. So good. Yeah, I think the HP of the ancient dragons is probably a little reduced. If they are this early in the game, so I imagine we won't do too bad. Okay, this is now a wolf cave. Oh yeah, and there's going to be items in here, isn't there? Oh god. There was a finger creeper in here I didn't notice. Let me out. That's what we wanted. Although I would like heals as well. So it looks like there's a couple of somber smithing stones in this little pocket here, but I don't know if you actually find somber smithing stones above like 5 or 6 naturally as like the stones. I think a lot of the time you just find them in caves. Huh. Weird that it respawns you here. I can see why, because if this cave is generally like not balanced, then it may be impossible to leave. I think we'll manage, though. Like, if I get up in here and do that AoE quickly first. Take out this guy. Yeah, we got a Somber 4 out of that. And then whatever this is, that's a Somber 1, okay. Yellow Ember. Plenty of rats around, and wolves. Okay. There's another stone up here. Debated. This is normally a rune arc. It is now some traveler's clothes. Adding to my list of fashionable outfits. Smithing stone 3, alright. We'll go through the rest of this cave. I don't really fancy fighting whatever's at the end of it, but if it's remotely doable, we'll be alright. Slightly easier to handle than the guy who's normally there. I'll give you that. We can at least get the shortcut activated over here. Well, that's unpleasant, but he's dead now, so... Okay, we now have, I think, 3/4 of the Godskin Noble outfit. Go you. This guy's having a no good, very bad day. This is where we normally get ambushed by pests. However, this time it's an ancestral follower, who I'd also classify as something of a pest. But it's a little different. This doesn't look worth it, but we'll try anyway. Might end up being useful if we get into some sticky situations later. That looks like a Stone Digger troll to me. Which I reckon I can take at this stage. Oh, it's not. It's the Guardian Golem. Fallingstar Golem. Okay. Well, this should be very doable. As long as I don't get hit by the... There we go. Oh, come on. It's not going to let me get the crit. I hate it when this happens. Let's get a little bit more damage out of our heavy swings then. Now you're talking. Yeah, baby. We got a hat out of it. We got Alberic's pointy hat out of it. Alright, that was not too bad in the end. Time to go and find some merchants in Caelid. Do I still have the debuff? Apparently I do. Maybe I just need to rest at this grace. Can never quite remember how the debuff works. One sec, folks. Okay. Let's see what we got out here. Well, for one thing, there's a scarab down here who we can get. I love the fact that we can just AoE these now. Only when they're actually in range, though. Come back through this way? Yeah. Not quite worth it, but close. Royal Remains Greaves. We'll get the Grace over here by Celia. But then I think we will go via the Meteorite Staff route. Hey, Black Chatter, welcome in. We're doing a little bit of Elden Ring stuff today. We already had a Minecraft video out earlier. I'll briefly head up here just in case there's anything useful. I forgot the enemies here are going to be completely different, aren't they? So, a little bit rough. And there's normally a graven mass here, but that's just a smithing stone. I think it's a somber smithing stone when the base game puts an item there, but yeah, I was really happy with the bundle video. I'm happy that people seem to be getting what bundles are now that they're actually in the game for people to play with. Oh god, speaking of Guardian Golems, there's another one right here. Just going to give him a wide berth if we can. Well, this is the church where we go down into here, and normally we get Rock Sling, so there's that. Okay. A note about the, I assume, Celia Gateway? Oh god. This is normally the entire Perfumer's armor set, which we did not get this time around. This is normally the Meteorite Staff. Doesn't look like it's going to be worthwhile today. Nope, Living Jar Shard. Okay, now let me out of this dog. Oh, no, there's a thing there, though. There's something on the other side of this wall. Oh, Briar Great Shield. Fun. Excuse me. So many iframes. So little time. I have absolutely no concept of which Gloveworts I have at this stage, but I've got a lot of them. Just watch the bundle vid, genuinely helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely putting points into health now. I think I've got enough strength for the moment. I think I'll be alright for strength. So if we go north here, around the side here, we get a merchant.
Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome. Value these. I'm hungry.
What have you got? Actually, a pretty standard Caelid merchant's fare. Like, we've got some boluses, some darts, a little bit of, like, crafting material, a stone sword key. Tragically, not much worth shaking a stick at, so we'll go and shake our stick at a different merchant instead. I play Elden Ring with the controller. I play it with an Xbox controller. Any sort of games like this that are kind of action-adventure games, third-person games, I find control much more naturally feeling with a controller. Your mileage may vary, of course, but I do find that I like it better playing console-esque games with a console controller. It's okay, Talisman, sir. If you need rest, you need rest. Offer a nap properly now? Sounds good. Enjoy your nap. Sleep well.
I am not selling.
Okay, well, we have our option of endings. 2 Smithing Stone 3s, some Grave Gloveworts, which I already have like 8 of. So that's fine. That's I really hoped that that was going to be Raya's necklace, but it's not. Enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blockers. Kind of not that helpful. Yeah, well, I already have a Mending Rune. I don't really feel like grabbing the Death Prince rune, so we're going to leave it at that. We'll ride up to the Dragon Communion Church and see if we can get anything interesting there. Hey, Seth, welcome in. I'm going to take a short break in a second just to go and get another cup of tea. But we will be continuing Elden Ring for a little bit longer this afternoon. Bundles are here and the McElroys are posting Monster Factory again. I know, I need to watched the stream they did the other day where it was like live Monster Factory. Can I get off the horse, please? There we go. Just wouldn't let me in that confined space, apparently. Imagine if all of the Great Runes were just in the Dragon Communion altar. We have Celivis's Potion, the Perfumer's Talisman, 2 cookbooks, one of which... Oh, okay, no, I thought that was going to be the one that had blood grease. There's Raya's necklace. We need 3 dragon hearts to get it. Unbelievable. That's funny, though, because we won't actually beat... We won't get dragon hearts from beating the dragons. So even if it was, it would not necessarily mean that I had to go and beat the dragons to get it. Be pretty funny. Let's take a quick break here. I'm going to go and make another cup of tea, and I'll be back in a few minutes' time. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the wait, folks. Welcome on in. Playing the Elden Ring GeoGuessr the other day, and Snowfields and Caelid were kicking your butt. I think the only time I ever played it, I ended up getting put in the ravine that leads to the Great Jar. Like up here. I think I got that location, weirdly. So, we've been to this guy. There is Gale Tunnel over here, which has one of those little graveyards leading up to it. There's obviously some boss fights near the Erdtrees and stuff. We can do little bits and pieces of that here and there. There's also obviously like Redmane, Celia, Dragon Barrow still has a merchant we haven't been to yet. Let's go and see them quickly first. Never apologize for making tea. I was also making my partner a sandwich, just to make sure that they were eaten. Alright, let's mosey. I'm going to turn the volume back up for myself here. There we go. What type of tea am I drinking? The usual English breakfast. Black tea, splash of milk. So we finally have +3 flasks. We finally have a reasonable number of +3 flasks. I assume spirit tuning is going to still like cost the same amount and stuff, because we have a decent amount of summonable spirits now, so I kind of wonder if it's worth upgrading some of those with the materials that we have. Oh, this lake isn't filled with dragons anymore. That's nice. I guess that's why the dragons are all over the place elsewhere, right? Is because it removed them from Dragon Barrow, the ones that are just kind of casually ambling around. And it puts them elsewhere on the map. This guy normally drops a smithing stone. But this is one of the ones that explodes, so I gotta remember that. Oh, I did like a full-on whirl around for that. Sure. Rhyme that crystal bud. I guess we'll hop down here as well, because there's usually a little cluster of items by this circle of dudes down here. And then, of course, there's plenty of items just on the Divine Tower here in Caelid, but good luck getting hold of those. Smithing stones, golden runes, grace mimics, and throwing daggers. Not even particularly worth it. Grail's nest would be so empty. We already killed Grail. Grail was just, like, there. But I don't know what the other enemies were. Would have been interesting to find out, actually. They probably would have had a lot of HP, because they were just started out like dragons. That's alright.
So sweet.
You were leaving a voice note, so I figured I would make you something so that...
It was supposed to be a short voice note, and I ended up
yeah.
pacing back and forth like a gremlin, like, for 17 minutes.
That's okay. Well, this is fine. And yeah, I figured I'd make you something. I got some soup for dinner later when I went to the corner shop, so I figured we would have that. But then, yeah, you should have a tuna sandwich in the meantime.
We're inadvertently matching today.
We are kind of, yeah. We look like a little matching set, don't we?
I know. I put on this shirt to go out, and then I looked over at you, and I went, oh.
Well, that's fine. It's not like we're going anywhere that's going to be, you know, weird that we're wearing the same kind of shirt.
I'm wearing green pants, so
there you go.
It's different than your denim.
Yes. This guy is like neon colored. I love these masks. These masks that look like almost like a D8 or something. They're like the kind of...
That also looks like the color palette of that, the red, yellow, and it's kind of like an earthy tone. You can put that as a white and then black. That's like a really common
There's been a, how can I?
motif, that color in a lot of like indigenous, like the Wheel of Life. You know?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like, you see that a lot in, like, I mean, I don't know how common it is in other parts of the U.S., but from being in the Southwest a lot, like, you see it a lot in the, like, around the Pueblos, you know? But,
this guy has the left half of the Dectus medallion, which is significant because it is one of the items that prevents you from getting to a certain area without having to go up a cliff and do an optional boss. So something that I would like to have, because freedom of travel is important in this open world game.
Randomizer, whatever,
This is the randomizer, yeah. So this is the one where everything is in weird places, including the Prince of Death's staff, just on this random merchant out in the north end of Caelid.
Does the donkey have really big ears?
Yes.
It's kind of a weird donkey.
The goodest boy.
It's kind of a strange looking donkey.
Yeah.
It's pretty lean. Anyway,
well,
I'm gonna go eat my sandwich.
probably the most normal looking thing in this game, to be fair.
This is
So
probably true.
enjoy your sandwich. Yeah, so now we have both halves of the Dector's Medallion. And amazingly, this one was in Dragon Barrow, just not in Fort Pharaoh. And I don't think this one was anywhere near Fort Height. I forget exactly where we got it, but it was a boss fight. Found the secret path of Magma Wyrm by accident just exploring, then went up to the Dector's Lift the normal way, because why not? Yeah, totally. Like, do everything. If it's your first time especially, just do everything. It's way more fun that way. So there are a couple of other, like, optional locations around here. There are a couple of, like, caves and catacombs. There's obviously a Ever Jail right there. There's also the Swamp Cave, Gale Tunnel, O'Neill, Celia. I think there's like a catacomb down here as well, because it's like near the Dragon Communion Cathedral. I think we'll go and do Gale Tunnel first, because that's likely to be closer to our current level. We're not going to do Divine Tower yet. I can also go into the basement here and see what's there in place of the Turtle Talisman. So we can go and do that. I forget exactly where it is. Is it that building up there? There's the one with a stone sword key entry. It's not this one. Oh, it is this one. And this is the one where the basement just has a bunch of animals in it, which is kind of sweet. I think it's normally a bunch of turtles, hence the turtle talisman being in here. But this is an Ash of War. I really want to get the Highland Axe and offhand that, because if you have the Highland Axe, I think it does even more. It like buffs your roars, I think. Sacrificial Axe restores FP. This is like a normal one. Yeah, so we don't have... I didn't realize the Great Stars restored HP. That's kind of wild. That plus Melania's Great Rune or Rykard's would be really cool. Yeah, we can also do the Jail Cave. There's tons of items in that one. And the enemies there won't be absolutely hellish. Or maybe they might be, because they might be more aggressive than the Splody guys. We'll see. We'll see what's up. There should be an invasion here. But it's not going to kick me off the horse because I'm in the Seamless Co-op mod, which rarely kicks you off the horse for anything. We'll just wait and see who shows up. Oh, Mad Tongue Alberic is here. Wearing a very different hat, actually. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, he's still pretty good. Still pretty good. So, no Stake America here then, huh? Ollie is phasmoing right now? Yeah. Yeah, he had a bit of availability this week to start Elden Ring Rando, but I said it was going to be better for us to start it in November now that I've given this a go. If Ollie's still playing Phasmo when we're done here, we might raid him. Who's here? I'm pretty sure there's a Sight of Grace in here that we can get. Oh, and a couple of items. Protection of the Erdtree. That's what I need against Alberic, apparently. Alright, let's at least tag this Grace. So that way if this guy chops us again, we can be prepared. Haha! Nice. Yeah, this guy's got my Dark Souls build right now with the Life Hunt Scythe. Nice. Good fight. Hashir, by the way, thanks so much for that Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. Vanquish that man. Alright. We need 7,000 runes to level. We can probably do that now. I've got a lot of just strange denominations of golden runes. But we're still on relatively low levels, so should probably boost my health a little bit more. We're close to 1,000 now. We're feeling a bit more comfortable. And we do have the... yeah, we have a little bit of extra health thanks to the Erdtree's Favor talisman. Let's see what's going on down here. There's a couple of items on like branches here that might end up being important. All of the Erdtree Guardians are very different, but let's take out this Finger Creeper because they're normally trouble. Oh god, it's a Deathrite bird. I hate it. This isn't going to be fun. Especially considering it's a flyer. Also depends heavily which Deathrite bird it is, because some of them have a more troublesome moveset. And some of them just have hectic frostbite that is never fun to defend against. Putrid Rightbird, yeah, I know. Yeah, screw this. Not a fan. Gonna come back later when I got more health. Only got 1,000 runes anyway, not a problem. Let's go to Gale Tunnel instead. Yeah, those guys are just annoying, man. Those guys are just real awkward to fight if you don't have the right loadout. Let's go see what's happening at Rotview Balcony. Is this going to be something other than the butterfly today? Alright. I'll take it. Not bad. There's one Kindred of Rot in actually a fairly appropriate place. I swear these houses all have like items in the corners as well, and some of them are vaguely important. Oh, you're a tanky boy. Obviously still a little bit of a glass jaw, but unfortunately I can't take the riposte if you're dangling yourself over the graves. Never mind. Oh god, the poison plants are everywhere here apparently. Alright, what's this? Oh, that's a nice one. That's what I was expecting EG to have for us. A ton of silver pickled foul feet as well. Not that I think they're going to be any use to us in a randomizer where we have no guaranteed drops from anything, but... Or at least we're not certain what the items would be if we did get drops. Either way. Always going all in with the buffs for Deathrite birds, kill them fast as possible. Yeah, I'm just not used to fighting them with this kind of loadout. Weapons this slow. We'll see what's at the end of Gale Tunnel for us, because that Magma Wyrm arena is kind of small. So we might end up with a really awkward boss in there. But I want to obviously see Alexander get his quest moving. Love that Flower Spirit Ashes called them darlings. Does it? Didn't realize. Oh, the dogs. I do love how hefty Axe of Godfrey is for just, like, swinging on guys. Like, if you can fling it, it will be flung, you know? Albinorix going for a little gymnastics display, as ever. Some fresh Arteria Leaf. Some White Reed Gauntlets, nice. That guy with the extra runes. One of him. That's normally a bunch of fireflies, which is why there's all those plants in close proximity. A lot of the enemies here are normally miners that are so fixated on their work that you don't draw their aggro until you either hit them or take the stones out from under their noses. Poison bone darts. Oh, ouch. We got sprayed. Silver Tier Mimic. Excuse you. Oh, hello. Somberstone. It's going to be a 3 or 4 probably. Yeah. More Somber 4s. Okay. We are firmly in Somber 4 territory here in Caelid, I guess. Maybe Dragon Barrow might have a couple of other ones. Here's another NPC who can't be affected by the outfits. It's Alex.
This was supposed. What's going on here? Well,
and we'll take the Grace here as we usually do. And see what's in Magma Wyrm's cave today. I don't see anything really through the door. So this is going to be a surprise. Oh, another one? Are you serious? Why do these things... just seem to happen in, like, clusters? Because we got the other one already today. And now we fought Godfrey, Godefroy, and Godric. Both the Astels. I'm slightly worried about what this means for some of the other bosses. That's a stagger. Turns out this guy's weakness is jump attacks. And it's a heavy weakness. Who knew? Magma Wyrm Astel. What a boss, dude. Oh my god. I'm climbing out of my chair right now. Melania's Great Rune. That is a Great Rune. So what that means, I think, is that if we go to the Round Table Hold now, we have officially obtained a Great Rune. Yes! We're in! We're in with the 2 fingers! And we got a Somber Smithing Stone 5 from that. That was absolutely the one to go to. And to be fair, the Astel fight feels epic enough that it was earned. You know? Yes. Bring it, baby. The Great Runes are random, yes. You can obtain them from weird places like that. Like, I've seen them show up in shops. So now, finally, we can speak to Enya and find out what Horalu's Remembrance has as its rewards. The Great Turtle Shell or Radagon's Scar Seal. Honestly, the Scar Seal is not a bad talisman to have, and this would get us better stamina recovery speed if we just wore it on our back. Adds a lot to the weight, though. Touching the 2 fingers and getting "what do you want" is so good. That's incredible. I also need to, I'm gonna, just in case this actually turns out to be appalling, I'm gonna spend all my runes and then go off the balcony to see what attacks us instead of Alberech, because we just got attacked by Alberech in Caelid, so we know it's not gonna be him. That should be about right. Okay, 25 more. We can just use one of these. How are the flask upgrades going? We finally have +3, which is nice.
So what can I do for you?
Oh, we didn't want to talk to D after all. Hang on. I think Roger is probably not long for this world as well, which means potentially we can progress Fia's quest soon.
Always good. So, lately, of falling, and I have, so I just want, since you're so...
Okie doke. Right. Let's see what's up down here. What's up down? Because down here there's also the weapon that's normally in the place of Cypher Patter or whatever. Eleonora? Miriam. Oh my god, really? Yeah, get wrecked. Get absolutely dunked on. Thanks for the grease, my niece. Weird. Bets on it's Edgar or Wilhelm down the balcony. We already had Wilhelm. Great arrows. Cool. Yeah, we did Wilhelm. We did Vargrim. I swear there's normally an item behind here, but maybe I'm thinking of the other Round Table Hold. Can you open this? Again, I'm thinking of the other Round Table Hold. The Fortified Manor, I believe. So, with that taken care of, and frankly not being worth it, let's resume our exploration of the base game. That means we are now 1 Great Rune away from being able to get into Lanedale and basically just rush the end game from there. So we've done Gale Tunnel. Fort Gale is there but doesn't have a boss fight. Blythe should now be down here in Siofra River, and we should go to him so that we get the letter of introduction item from Celavis, because that's going to be something different. He might just give us something completely different, but it might be a key item. So that's going to be worth it. Finding the physical roundtable on my first playthrough is a very exciting time. Yeah, no, it's super cool to find. Didn't do Castle Morn. No, not yet. Not yet. I was trying to wait to see if I could have the letter from Arena, but you can obviously still go and progress that quest line without it, right? What's up, Blythe?
Ah, apologies. I can see I've tried all the perhaps it's I recall that.
It's funny the way he talks about it.
If either of us...
Everyone assumes that that is Nokron, when that's actually Mogwyn Palace, and Nokron is like up there. And he's like, it's right above me, but he's looking this way. Bloody Nokron. Just gonna go around here quickly to get whatever items are around here. Normally there's like a smithing stone, but obviously not worried about that. I think there's also Grave Glovewort. So we've got something small here. More Aeonian butterflies. Oh, and the mushroom armor. That's fun. I like how the mushroom armor doesn't merit a purple glow. It's like not an exciting item. Close. Boink. And through here, this is normally some arrows, but it's going to be something interesting. Prelate's Charge. Fun. Another one that I typically don't get. So now, we've spoken to Blythe. We can go back and see Celavis. He'll give us something different. Maybe we should go and do Castle Morn after this. Celavis looks so weird.
Well, the task was not to own. Well, now's as good as... There's a glint store she owes. I asked her to... I'll write you a letter.
A letter of introduction. He gives you a letter of incantation. Then again, if we go to Selen now, she's not going to recognize that as a letter of introduction, right? I also don't have Comet Azure, so she's not going to be able to progress her quest line.
There you are. Shall we commence?
Yeah, no, nothing. Okay, fair. Let's go to Castle Morn. Get this taken care of. Because I can't remember whether he has anything to say about Arena unless you deliver the letter. But then he might just settle on that after you help him defeat the... what's normally in place of the Leonine Misbegotten. Still think it's hilarious that the golem at the front here was replaced by one wizard. One of the, like, feeble sorcerers. Okay, so Castle Morn's going to be probably a disaster because of how many Misbegotten are normally here, and what they've been replaced with will be probably a little hectic. But probably fairly low level still. In terms of HP, we might have a chance. Yep. Uh-huh. Cool. Right. I love the end voice so much. Getting dooted at is very good. Casey Byler, thanks so much for the 43 months. Oh. Well, that's a basilisk, probably. Just going to run through all of this. Grab that. There's normally the claymore and the chest in here. Now it's a blood-soaked mask, and the imp has followed me. Oh my god, stop riding horses through the castles. You absolute imbeciles. Get him. Duelist Greaves, very nice. Yeah, the State of Castle Morn is always really funny because there's always two Misbegotten kicking a guy off that cliff, but then in the randomizer it's always just a couple of other things fighting. Likewise up here. Okay, we got the white mask. It'd be fun if we wanted any bleed build stuff, but in this case I think we'll manage without. Regardless, blood does seem to be following us. So fun just to watch them fight. We'll have to try Elden Ring, but you have an Apple computer? Yeah. The game will still be around in years to come if you end up with a gaming PC or a console or something. Like, there's going to be a lot of reasons to keep this game around. Roll and poke. It got you. People still play Dark Souls. Guilty. Guilty of that. Started playing Dark Souls for the first time only this month. And I'm having a blast. Oh god, it's the sleep orb. Ponder the orb. Let's go and see Edgar. And that just flew off in whatever direction. Edgar? Edgar not home. Have I progressed far enough that he's already gone? Is he already at the Revenger's Shack? Because I've given Hyetta Shibriri Grape? It's probably that, right? Because, like, Irina's body is already there, basically. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, well. We don't get anything from Edgar, except for when you fight him as the Revenger, and he might just be there anyway. I can't remember how that works, if you actually have to meet him before he pops up at the Revenger's Shack. Either way, we'll hop down here. Fan daggers instead of stone sword keys. I guess you could still use them to pick locks. We'll grab whatever's in here, because we know for sure that a slime isn't going to fall on my head while I'm in here. And we've got the thing up the ladder in this direction too. could be inside the chests. Nothing important, of course. I mean, it seems fairly accurate for what would be in a chest at Castle Morn, so... I tell you the one thing that really annoys me about Dark Souls that they really toned down for Elden Ring, and I'm incredibly grateful for it, is the amount of times it puts you in a narrow hallway and you just can't swing your sword because it clangs off the scenery. It bounces off the wall, and most of the weapons have like a vertical strike instead of like a just a side-to-side slash, but it took me a little while to figure out that you were supposed to try and tailor your attacks to the environment. But it makes it very difficult to fight some stuff sometimes. Ouch. Well, I lived. But for how long? About as long as it takes to get to this grace, actually. Okay, Rampart Jail. We're going to go in here and get whatever this was. Which is not going to be... Oh! Oh, it's interesting armor, I guess. Pretty sure that is sold by the merchant on Mount Gelmir the rest of the time. Hopefully this omen is kind of squishy. Oh, no, still pretty healthy. Still pretty standard omen health. Alright. Let's find out what has taken over the graveyard behind Castle Morn. But first, there's an item over here. Where that pot is, there's normally a crab. Oh, this is going to be, yeah, something fairly banal. Look at the worm face just standing out there, looking at the water. Oh, God. This guy might end up being harder than the boss behind the fog wall. I'm not gonna look. Let's find out together, chat. Oh my god, that's Leonine Loretta! This is Erdtree Loretta as well, it's not Phantom Loretta. So I've got to be careful of Loretta's mastery. Ow. Alright, too squishy, too squishy. Oh nice, another golden seed. I'll take it. It looks a lot like Equine Loretta, yes. Very much so. Okay, now we've done Castle Morn. We can check that off the list. The only thing I will do is go back through the main gate. We don't need to see Edgar, but there's a couple of items that I've missed. Just want to make sure that there's nothing that I've missed here that's going to turn out to be important later. Like, the axe that we wanted was in Earthbore Cave, so it's not like it's going to only save important items for important locations. So, I'm glad we have at least one Great Rune. That's important. We could do with one more. But at this stage, we have the Grand Dectus lift figured out. Potentially the Great Rune could be in any number of places including Killer's Lily, nice. Including somewhere on Altus. Okay, we got Preceptor's Gown. Nice, nice. I think that might be it for items from around here. I think we don't have anything else to grab. We can also continue Vare's whole quest now. So we could go to the Rose Church. And see what Vare wants us to do. Because he's going to give us something that isn't a an invasion item, right? But at that point, we could still go and do the invasion on Altus. And that would get us some stuff. But then he's not going to give us the Pure Blood Knight's medal anyway. I still love the way this guy looks. Incredible.
Ah, there you are. You claim what?
The two fingers didn't seem right, but nothing in this world seems right.
That's the... Oh. A means, give it a try.
Starlight shards and a glass shard. A means for circumventing the draw of the two fingers. Exciting. Well, we have plenty of festering bloody fingers we can use to get into the invasion, so that's fine. Oh yeah, there's another scarab over here, isn't there? This is the one that normally gives you Blood Flame Blade. It's over here. And it's a Smithing Stone 1, because of course it is. I do like how some of the enemies that normally travel together in this sort of patrol have been replaced with different enemies, and so it looks like there's just these odd groupings of guys wandering around. But yes, Vare has a look in this. It's very good. It's very good, even. Let's go to Temple Quarter. And let's go and do the Everjail over here. Maybe go south and see what's replaced the Erdtree Avatar. I'm not going to fight the dragons. I will probably end up fighting them later because they will give you stuff, but... the two dragons who are, like, out on the lakes, it's hilarious that they've done that. I think this... I wonder if I can get close enough for the AoE to impact this scarab. Because this is one of the ones that runs away if you get close enough to melee. But... okay, that's kind of not far enough. Do I have any rain... oh! Jar cannon? Let's use the crossbow. Got plenty of bolts. And it warps, like, down here somewhere. Where'd it go? I hear it. Alright, worth trying, just in case. Yeah. Yeah, some of the NPC outfits are just amazing. I think I need to go and talk to Fia in a second, so... we will do some more of that. Okay, as per usual, if this is Electo, we panic. Onyx Lord, Carian Knight. Sounds like a romance novel. Amazing. Good damage. Love that for us. Oh, alright. Dead. Preserving boluses. Okay, very good. Yeah, as long as we can tank through the Ash of War the way Godfrey does, it's very good. Doofus Talon, thanks so much for the 34 months. Welcome back. Appreciate the resub. Hope you're well. Let's go and see if Edgar is there. Edgar Revengeance. Edel Gear Solid. I mean, if an invasion happens here, it won't be the Edgar invasion. So this is going to be a Voyage of Discovery, but... Oh, it says Edgar the Revenger. Does it mean it? Oh, cool. I guess this one's hard-coded. But he'll give us something other than the Shabriri Grape. So that's going to be funny. It does have a yellow ember, which does make sense. Alright, continue south. Hit up the minor Erdtree. See what the boss there is. I think this is also the tower that you can cheat your way up without having the gesture and the crowns. I've got the crowns, I don't have the gesture. But this is the one you can parkour your way up. Unlike the one by Ailing Village. Oh, is that the Tree Sentinel? It's actually a Tree Sentinel? Alright, you. Let's be having you. Incredible. And with a mighty swing of the axe, he was felled. He gave us a painting. Awesome. Good. Love it. Yes. Tree Sentinel, Tree Avatar. Tree Sentinel, Tree Avatar. There's another catacombs around here as well. Yeah, he's from Tree Sentinel to Erdtree Sentinel. This one is Erudition Guide Thee, the other one is Erudition Light the Way. If I was any good at horse parkour, that would help. I guess this way is slightly easier. Haha! I'll convert your tower. Was it worth it? Debatable. The other thing I'm curious about now is whether or not going and doing the stuff at Albinoric Village actually triggers the Round Table Hold invasion, considering that we would not have half of the secret Halig Tree medallion Unless we somehow got it from Albinauric Village. Curious. I also need to find some more of the little gravestone sites like these. Those are very helpful to me. Because those often have a lot of items in them. There's never jail up here as well. We've done the one behind Carian Manor. Where should we go next? Some stuff we can do in Caelid. Stuff we can do in East Liurnia. Black Knife Catacombs is up there. It's got 2 bosses in it, actually. Might be worth doing. Because there's one secret boss and one standard Catacombs boss. So let's go that way. It's also nighttime, so we might run into a Tibia Mariner or something. Try the Agheel Lake Dragon? Maybe. The dragon's gonna have low HP, but be very damaging in terms of attacks. Oh, you know the best thing about this is that we can run around here without getting sniped by ancestral followers. If they put lobsters and stuff up here, I'd be very amused by that. Because they're the other snipers of this game. There's the other Erdtree Avatar fight up here, which is going to be something else. Obviously, the Wandering Mausoleums are still here. Nice view of Ray Lucaria as well. Mausoleum Compound Grace. Here comes the boy. Make sure we take these lot out first. A few nice easy kills considering that the ancestral followers are always just, like, looking this way. Oh my god, it's a Magma Wyrm. This is going to be hell. Although I feel like a Magma Wyrm's going to be an okay fight considering how much poise damage I do. It's mostly the arena I'm worried about. You wanted me to fight a dragon? Here's one. Oh, it's Theodorix. It's the Magma Wyrm from the Consecrated Snowfield. Yeah, that was never going to go well, was it? I got stuck in the lava. Now we're inside the dragon. He ate me. Theodorix himself. Yeah, sounds like a character from an Asterix book. Ouch. Alright. The distant rumblings of the ridiculous mausoleums. Okay, let's try this again. Let's start with the roar. It's a nice big arena for him to do this. Wandering magma stomp they always do. Alright lad, come this way, come this way. That's right, that's right. Ouch. Yeah, having no stamina at the end of that is a rough one. Oh, ouch. I think he killed that flower, though. Although somehow the Wraithcaller is still alive. Aim for the tail. Dark Souls 1 strats. Oh, ouch. Please kill the Wraithcaller. Thank you. Gosh. Erdtree Theodorix, be gone. Ow, I guess not, huh? Now be gone. Please? Thank you. Had to ask nicely. Vike's War Spear. I'm imagining Vike coming here to try and take down Theodorix, having an epic battle, leaving his spear in Theodorix's hide, but then having to flee. New Bedrock preview with new Pale Garden features according to Minecraft Instagram. Cool. Very nice. Love to hear that. I believe if we go around the back here, we actually get down to the Black Knife Catacombs via back door kind of route. Like, I think we can kind of drop down here somewhere. Yeah, I think this corner is shallow enough of a fall. Perfect. Curse you, Theodorix! Yeah, Vike with all the energy of Egon. New resin block and variants, new flower. Oh, good, good, I'm glad. I'm so happy they had more stuff in development for it, especially after all the community feedback of this needs more stuff. Resin block sounds interesting. I wonder if that's going to be sticky like slime or potentially the opposite. You have to see. I will. I don't know if I have Bedrock Minecraft installed on this PC, but we might give it a look if it's not coming to Java in a snapshot quite yet. Maybe load it up on stream tomorrow or something. Now the question is, does the same mechanic apply in here the way it normally applies? And the answer is probably not, because there aren't any of the Necromancer enemies here, most likely. Oh god. Oh god. No. No, no, and also no. Look at how tanky these guys are. Wow. And a worm face, and a sword mage, and a finger creeper, and a basilisk. This is where we're going, though. Ow, stop it. We can summon D there, which is pretty funny. Oh, is this Leonine Misbegotten? Oh, it's not even. It's Scaly Misbegotten. Get wrecked. Thorny cracked tear. I'm going to return to the entrance and do the rest of it the normal way, just so I don't have to run back through all of the stuff that's causing me death blight. I'm going to do this dance again. I think Thorny Cracked here is the one that does more stance break. Is it not? Oh god, why? There had to be a Black Knife Assassin in the Black Knife Catacombs. Why here, of all places? Oh, I hate this. Oh, and this is full of garbage as well. We can't get through there, and excuse me. Okay, everything over there has Scarlet Rot now. Hopefully that includes the assassin. If not, I do have this. Hello, you. Get wrecked. So we have to find the way down to that, yeah? Yeah, I think you do actually have to go up the elevator because the lever is down there. I remember. I'm just gonna do this with Scarlet Rot, whatever. This place is full of garbage anyway. You drop down here, And that's how you get to this. As long as I pull this lever, we'll be fine. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Yeah, the links in chat are suppressed because of people posting stuff that we don't want in chat. So I will take a look at it another time, but it's fine. I know where to look for Minecraft news. Been covering Minecraft news on a podcast for like 6 years, so don't worry, we'll find it. Why is it so dark in here? Huh. Let's turn the lantern on. Either way, we now have that door open, so let's go and see what the boss is. Third time's a charm. Can finally take that off. I'm keeping the hat on. Let's see what we got. Cemetery Beastman. Well, you're very interruptible. Nice. Hey, that's what we like to see. Oh, and we got one of these as well. Sometimes it's Deathroot. Today it's a perfume bottle. Slightly more pleasant. I'd like Twitch to at least say that the link doesn't work. Oh, no, I mean, it's just starred out for everybody else. I'm not sure how it shows up to you, but to me it shows up as 3 asterisks. One more of those. We're getting up there in terms of vigor. Now I wonder where our next destination should be. Got a lot of stuff down this side of Liurnia. We've obviously got a lot of stuff to do in Caelid. Redmane Castle will only start to do the Radahn Festival stuff if you travel to Altus or if you get Sellen's letter of introduction, and then she tells you about that. So let's go rest on one of the graces at Altus. And then let's go and see what Redmane Castle does. Because obviously we can go back there afterwards and get some of the other items. But I want to see who's in place of Radahn. Because the Shardbearer fights are all usually, like, pretty epic. If it's Starscourge Rick, that's going to be pretty great. Oh, the golems aren't even here. That's also funny. So, first time on Altus. Getting our Grave Gloveworts. I expect if we did some more exploring on Altus, we might even end up finding one of the next smithing stones that we need. Let me actually change up my Wondrous Physic. Now I have a couple of other options, because this I've never gotten to work for whatever reason. I think it only converts damage into HP like while you're drinking. Like the effect is so brief. And this one makes consecutive attacks go stronger. That's what the thorny part is. Damage negation seems like it's going to be useful, depending on what this fight is. But yeah, if we walk to Dragon Communion Cathedral, we'll go down through there. The Radahn Festival stuff should be active now. And we'll see what we get. There's also a night boss that appears over there, so that'll probably be a Knight's Cavalry or a Bell-Bearing Hunter or a Death Bird or whatever. It's normally a Death Right Bird, but probably not this time. Some mushrooms, okay. Somber 5, which we already have. We're up to 5 now, we need 6. Good to know that those are lying around, though. We'll grab this Grace. Okay, and a Glintstone Dragon is here, I guess. It's probably one of the ones from Moonlight Altar. We don't get the music this time because it's randomized the music as well. So there's no Why is he posed like Shibriri?
I must admit, but you must have heard by now that Starscourge, once he's out of... So now, the way ahead is...
We have heard.
Champions! Welcome! Indeed, by the bar. Well, to think.
General Radahn himself. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. Would absolutely love to see somebody random... Oh, he's wearing gold masks. Incredible.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
It's never occurred to me that Jaren might not have hair, considering his mask has like this massive beard and stuff attached, but that's a mask.
Before we begin,
all right,
allow me to paint you the full picture.
Once again, we're kind of building suspense for who this will actually be. We'll see. Yeah, I love the outfits.
General Radahn is cursed ever to wander.
And he's somewhere else right now.
From the inside, by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone.
In RT and Shenpai's randomizer playthrough, it was truly incredible who was in place of Radahn.
Now he gathers.
I don't want to spoil it for you, in case you end up watching it.
Gorging on them like a dog.
Would love Placidus Sax just because it fits the arena. I would hate it being Placidus Sax.
Howling at the sky.
Rykard would kind of suck to run into. Honestly, Rykard in this arena might be pretty funny.
Oh, gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war!
Casual greeting. I am honestly very excited to see what Gold Mask looks like, considering Jaren is wearing Gold Mask's mask. Thanks for the rune arc. The amount of helms with hair and beards, I know. Obviously, we can't see from here who it is. You can't even, like, really see Radahn from a distance. Let's give it a try. Gold Mask's Mask of Gold, worn by Gold Mask. Well, who called it? Because you called it. Radahn Devouring Serpent. Okay, let's equip the Serpent Hunter for this just because we might as well. I've got good stats for it. Freaka, thanks so much for the 14 months. Worth coming to this arena to summon people for a different fight. And this pool of lava up there is presumably... Thanks for the crab eggs, I guess, dude. Yeah, that is presumably going to be practical. We can summon all of these guys and still ride torrents, so that's good. I've never used this spear while riding torrents, but I guess it doesn't have the same like effect, right? There we go, there's the damage. I don't think the fire here is really going to hurt me all that much, because I can kind of hit him from below. Unfortunately, that's all the FP I have, because I have no blue flasks, but something tells me we'll still be okay. And I assume that's it for the Radahn fight? Do we get a phase 2 where it's Rykard? Okay, that's our 4th talisman pouch. When I killed him in a regular game, I was stubborn and did it without this weapon. Fair play. Like, some people do, and well done to all those people. I have never done it because... without the right setup, it just feels like, I don't know, laborious. I mean, it wasn't strictly speaking Rykard, but it was God-devouring serpent. And to be fair, Radahn is probably one of the closest things to a god that the demigods have. So Rykard devouring serpent is pretty good. I did get very angry with him. Yeah. I try and avoid that kind of experience when it comes to these games. Like, if you give me an easy way to do something, I am going to do it that way. The Devourer got devoured by the Devourer, yes. Well, we are back to Axe of Godfrey again.
Ah, good. What a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clan. Fallingstar. I can't fathom how he was a living legend. The path is not to Nokra. Let's meet where the Falling will take up us.
Blythe, you need to get your eyes checked, bud. Pretty sure that wasn't Radahn, but okay.
Aye. One hit after that, and as such. As luck, if I and you know, who could expect it? Just you wait.
The thing that concerns me is, where are we going to meet the other half of Rykard? We're going to have to fight Rykard in, like, Malekith's arena or something. That's the thing I'm concerned about. That's what has me worried. Anyway, that's progressed that a little bit. We got our last talisman pouch, so that's incredible. Like, at the state we're at right now, that's really good. Honestly, if we throw Warrior Jar Shard on here, combined with Raw Medallion, that's going to make the Ash of War absolutely stomp, no pun intended. So we'll see how we do. I don't think there's any other items here on the battlefield. Obviously, there's the War Dead Catacombs up to the north, but we'll save that for another time. We'll head back to chamber outside the plaza so we can speak to Jaren. But then rest anywhere else, and Redmane Castle will reset to its usual state. And I think we'll explore a little bit of Redmane before we wrap up today's stream. Because we are streaming for a little bit longer than normal today, but it's a weird start and a different time and everything. An unusual day. Hi, Theralina. Okay, sure. This is a weird look. Definitely an odd vibe.
At last. Brave champ, the celebrate festering. Finally, I'm no longer. I have a task. Old business. May we meet again? It's time. May we meet again?
Alright. Thank you, Jaren. I think maybe if we rest at Impassable Great Bridge, it'll reset, and then we have to go in by the back door. Or maybe we can go in this way. I think if this teleporter is active, then the festival state is still in place, but I don't know for certain. Well, the guards are back, so, oh, yeah, yes, indeed. Well, about that. Let me get down here for a second. Just gonna walk behind all of that stuff. It's no flamethrower, guys, but it's at least gonna be a little annoying. And there's a boss fight that we can do here. Let's at least see what this is. Because normally this fight is a little rough. Oh! Crucible Tree Spirit. Well, I'm somewhat concerned about whether or not this means there's a second boss waiting to come in like there is normally in here. Because fighting something else along with the Tree Spirit is going to be a sticky business. Oh, ow. Okay. Hit by it, never mind. Yeah, looks like we might not have another boss interfere with this because I expect that part might be a little difficult to program, and I expect the duo boss ends up somewhere else. Okay. Provided that's the end of it. A second Great Rune! Oh my gosh, it was fate. We did it. So we have Morgott's Great Rune and Melania's Great Rune. That means we should be able to get into Lanedale. Amazing. Because now if we talk to Enya, she'll say... This is the only time I've ever seen two Great Runes together. Yes.
Fine. You have now to become the thing as
Stone Sword Key is a token of farewell. Well, amazingly, so far we've only managed to get one remembrance. But I think on the next stream we should now be able to, like, go for endgame, basically. Like, we've explored a ton of the first 3 areas, but at this point we can just go to Altus Plateau and start making our way through Lanedale. The only problems then become, are our flasks too weak? Because we need a couple more Sacred Tears. Like, I only have +4 flasks so far and 8 healing flasks, but if we end up with some easier boss fights towards the end of the game, then we could potentially scrape through with whatever leveling we're able to do and some reasonably souped up flasks. But I think that is where we're going to leave it for today, and we'll pick this up again tomorrow, at which point we're going to head to Lanedale and see what happens to us on the Altus Plateau. When we may end up finding some bosses that completely wall us, or we may get lucky. Either way, folks, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. It's been fun to just do a little bonus stream today. I'm going to send you folks over to Ollie the Orion Sound, who is still learning Phasmo with Pearl, Skiz, and Impulse. That sounds like a heck of a crew. And I did say I was going to raid Ollie if he was still live. So we're going to raid Ollie because he's still live. He's been live for an hour and a half. I expect they'll be playing for a little bit longer. It's also on Impulse, Skiz, and Pearl's streams if you want to watch any of their POVs as well. If you want some Minecraft, Eloise is on Rats, as is Mythical Sausage. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Martin is on there as well. So, I'll see you folks tomorrow for more Minecraft and more Elden Ring. We'll have lots to talk about, I'm sure, especially with the Pale Garden stuff dropping. So, yeah, keep an eye out. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.